Hey Rule Breaker, Courtney here with some copywriting, business, and life advice for rebels with a cause. Today's topic is all about one really big thing that I've done in my business that I think is absolutely essential for everyone, whether you're an entrepreneur or you just want to see more success and reach your goals faster, which is finding a mastermind group or business friends who can help to lift you up, hold you accountable, and support you. Now, before I get into why this is a benefit and where to find these people, I want to just tell you a little bit about where I was at before I started doing this. So back in 2012, when I started my business, I felt so alone. The ups and the downs of entrepreneurship can make you batty if you don't have anyone else who can really get what you're going through. Most people have regular salaries that they can count on, they have job stability, and they just literally have no idea what goes on in the world of entrepreneurship. And that's why having supportive friends and family, while amazing and totally wonderful and helpful, is not enough. You have to have business friends. You have to know people who are going through the same struggles so that you can know when something you're going through is normal or not, and have someone to talk about it with who can help you out and help you to reach the next level. So I started by making my own mastermind groups. I've done all kinds of things, met business friends, gone to networking groups, and ultimately joined a high-level mastermind group in 2014. I want to tell you a little bit about, but here are some of the benefits of having your own network of business besties to support you. Number one, I have been lifted up by other people's successes. I've also been inspired and learned from their failures. Watching what other people are doing and them being totally vulnerable with what's going on behind the scenes of their business has shown me, oh, I was going to do that, I guess I won't, or I was going to do that, it totally works, now I have more reason to go for it. So that's one benefit of having business besties. Another one is having confidants and people that you can talk to when things go really wrong in your business, but also when things go really right. So those ups and downs are things that everyone experiences, but it can feel like the end of the world to you if you don't have anybody to talk to. I've also learned a lot and worked with, as colleagues, my mastermind buddies and business best friends. So they've become my clients, I've become their clients, we've done JV adventures together really. And we've also learned from each other by having conversations and me giving my expertise and then them giving me their expertise and having that exchange to both grow together. So these are all really great benefits to making friends with business people and entrepreneurs. The next question then is, where do you find these people? Where do you find these business besties? And how do you connect with them in a more personal way when all of our business is online these days? So the number one thing I suggest doing is joining online groups and programs. So that's how I got started. I joined some cheaper programs that had Facebook groups where I met people and got my first clients, actually. And then I started joining more expensive programs, which actually provide a more intimate relationship with people. And I found that the more skin you put in the game with these things, the more you get out of it, the more people are participating, and the higher level of people those programs usually attract. And you can really get a lot out of those relationships and be challenged by them. So the first thing I did was I joined B School, which I'm sure you've heard of by now. If not, go look it up. And B School had an excellent community. And what I did was I actually created my own mastermind locally of B Schoolers in my area. Now that went pretty well for a little bit. It was my first mastermind, but what I realized is that you do need to be really selective and careful about masterminds you join so that you're not necessarily becoming a person who is giving free coaching to people, that it's actually a group of collaboration where everyone's getting a lot out of what everyone else is bringing to the table, and that it's helping to push you forward. So that's a little caveat about masterminds, but if you'd like to do that, I do recommend starting your own and selecting people who you would love to mastermind with and approaching them and asking them to join your mastermind group. The next thing that I did was, like I said, I joined a high-level mastermind in early 2014. This absolutely revolutionized my business. By investing in myself in a paid program that was a more intimate relationship with other women to learn from and grow from, this allowed me to make more friends. And then we also ultimately went to a retreat together where we got to meet in person and make relationships, and that I can't even say how much that deepened our connection with each other, and that ever since then we've all been quite close, and I know that I can count on these women whenever, and we try to keep in touch as much as possible. That has given me the community that I have been craving for so long. Now, I'd recommend looking for a higher level mastermind if that's something that you want to take you to the next level. But another thing you can also do is to look for local groups by going to meetup.com. I've been doing a lot of in-person networking this year. It's a lot different from networking online. I don't always find the same types of people who totally get what I do or are the kinds of people that I connect with, but it's really refreshing and nice to get out of the house, go talk to people. I get totally inspired and rejuvenated by those conversations and what people have to say. So whether or not those are your perfect mastermind buddies or not, I think that every type of relationship you make can serve a purpose for your business and help you to grow. I know it has for me. So those are my best tips for making new business best friends and developing your network and your circle of buddies and relationships in the business world. I hope you love this video. If so, please go ahead and share it on Facebook and Twitter. I would love you forever, and I will see you next week with more copywriting, business, and life advice for rebels with a cause. See you then.